Yesterday, before the screening, you say that the movie is it has a 80s feeling. Which were your main influences to the movie?
We have had a lot of influences. Our first influence, the main one, was Stephen King, and we wanted this movie to be sort of an homage, a tribute to the kind of movie that we used to watch when we were teenagers, and movies made for teenagers, like the Amblin movie, like for example Stand By Me or Explorers or The Goonies, or all that kind of movies. And so we wanted to do a movie for teenagers, but for teenagers, the teenagers of today.
Yeah, now is
okay. So they are far more used to see violence and violent images. So I think they can watch our movie without any problem.
I seen the resemblance to Explorers, even in the music. When at the beginning, when they are in the bicycle and the three friends go to the to smoke, and the music. I don't know if you, in the music, you search for this resemblance to Explorers, to the records in the music.
No, not especially Explorers, but we told to Rafael Jesca, the composer. We had this long discussion and talk with him, just saying we want to have that feeling back again, that feeling of these Amblin movies, and we wanted for the beginning of the movie to have this sense of freedom and happiness and joy that you can feel when you are a teenager and you are just walking in the field, and the worlds belong to you, and this kind of music, the John Williams music, this type of feeling of energy was really important for Alex and I. That's what we were looking for.
Yeah, in the beginning.
Sorry.
No.
Just to finish about the influences, one of maybe after Stephen King, the biggest influence was an Italian movie, who is absolutely not an horror movie, but maybe the best movie about young kids. It's Io non ho paura. I don't know if you know this movie. And it's absolutely a masterpiece, and it was...
Which is the name?
Io non ho paura. I'm not afraid.
I'm not scared.
I'm not scared. In English, you must see this movie. It's incredible.
I'm not afraid.
I'm not scared. An Italian movie. It's not Io non ho paura.
Io non ho paura. Io non ho paura.
Which is the director?
I don't remember the name of the director but this movie is incredible, and
it's an 80s movie.
No, not 80s. It's l'année c'est
2-3 years ago.
Okay.
It's not an old movie. And it was a big influence for us, because if you see the movie, you can see that we use some tricks with the music, the kids who run into the field, and wow, it's a perfect movie about childhood's end, maybe.
Okay.
Certainly.
And at the beginning, even the shots are wide, are soft, and then when they meet the killer, the shots are more violent, with more editing.
Yes, we wanted to have two different parts in the movie, and it's always the same thing. With Alex, we are always looking for originality, and we are trying to surprise the audience, because we know that type of movies are really codified, and all the audience that are fans of horror movies knows all of that by heart, and it's always difficult, to try to be original and to bring new stuff on the table. And so yes, we tried this structure, you know, to have this bunch of kids in the first act, and we break the trio, and yes, it was you know, our first intention to have this first part really shiny and sunny and outside, and the second one more dark.
The Goonies meets Halloween.
It was the Goonies meets the Hills of Ice first.
Yeah. Okay, and the movie goes to the point. You don't give a lot of explanations about the killer or his past, only in the beginning. This was a conscious decision, or?
There are a lot of explanation at the beginning, but there are no subtitles. Really, yeah. You can hear the speaker in French. He told the story of the soldier, like the father was a soldier, and you can understand at the end of the movie why Clarence, with only a child, the killer, is only 6, why he's so different, so tall, and so dangerous. But the subtitles are very no complete. So it's a real problem for understand really the movie, the story.
Okay. And how do you develop this character of the killer, of this child, this big child, this clown?
Our first idea was to have a real monster, you know, with you know, physical disease, and he was more like a mutant, and but really quickly with Alex we decided to change that, because we realized that it was a really bad idea. It was a fanboy idea, you know, because we wanted to shoot a monster, to have, you know, a real creature, and but we wanted you know, the audience to feel empathy towards this character, and so it was you know, more important to have his physical aspect closer to a real human, and to have this empathy. So we decided to work on his monstrosity by more subtitles, in a more subtle way. For example, the fact that he's tall and really skinny, with pale skin, without no hair, and this strange penis, and all this stuff. But he's not a creature; he's just really strange. And yeah, that's how we build it.
And the killer goes to the house of 3 different families, and in any family it seems that it's a reading of mine. It seems that the child, it seems that the killer kills, it's a fantasy of the child, because first kills the babysitter with her teeth, and second he kills the violent father. It's like it can be interpreted. You can interpret that it's the desire of the child. And in the third case, well, we can. I don't want to be a spoiler, but in the third case, is the father of. Maybe it can be seen as a Freudian thing, or I don't know.
Yeah, that's really interesting. You know, that's we never thought about that this way, but that's why it's really interesting to have feedback on our work, because that's not our job to you know, to auto-analyze our movies. But yes, it's really interesting, and that's true. That's true. You know, he's analyzing too much. But he's indeed.
I think you're right.
Well, yes, he's indeed realizing the fantasies of the teenagers. Is
because for Julien and I, this movie is a basic slasher. Yep. It's not a bad word to say that for us, because we are absolutely fan of basic slasher. We are fan of Friday the 13th, stuff like that. and we have tried to make a movie in that vein. And when you say, maybe it's a mind reading, but I see that, and it's an honor for us to say, it's not so basical.
We could pretend we are more clever than we are.
But the set pieces of the killings are very well developed, and it seems that you enjoyed to shoot the killings, when the face goes and the other one. I think it was the first time in a movie that a baby is put in a wash machine. Maybe, I don't know. It seems that you enjoy these parts of the movie, or not?
Yes, we of course, of course. It's always really fun to make, really fun to shoot, and on our sets, it's always really fun because we love to we don't like especially CGI, and we love to have physical effects because we grew up in the 80s and we are used to fake blood and and fake wound and latex, and we as directors now we love to have the special effects on set to be able to shoot it for real, and so all these kind of sequences you are talking about, even the fit in the mouse, and all this stuff is really cool to do, and even for the actors it's really exciting for an actor to die or or to suffer, because he has to express really extreme emotions, and so it's always a challenge for a comedian.
It was cool, but it was hard too, because this is a little budget, maybe our cheapest, around $1.5 million. So it's and shoot entirely with only one camera, no second B team, and in 28 days it was very intense. So it was cool, but
What I wanted to say is that for you maybe it was fun to imagine these set pieces of the killing. Maybe it's not so fun to do it because it's hard to shoot it.
No, it's the both. The problem that Alex is talking about is that in that kind of economy, of budget, we don't have time. And this type of effects, of physical special effects, requires time, because it's never working at the first time. You always have problems. The blood is not dripping on the good direction, or it's always a mess. And when you are working with a low budget, you don't have time to rehearse or to you have to be good at the first take, and that's why it's a little bit stressful. But when it's working, it's really cool.
Yeah, but it seems a more expensive movie in screen. It seems a more expensive movie.
Yes, but as Alex said, Livid was a lower budget than Inside, and Among the Living is lower than Livid. It's a long fall into the darkness, and so but with Alex, it's our third movie, and each time we have bigger expectations, and less budget, so we have a problem, and the first thing we had in mind, we didn't want it to have a cheap aspect movie, Even with no money, we said no, we want to have a fucking good movie, with a beautiful light, beautiful set, and good actors, and good special effects, and so we worked with the same crew, that we used to work with for Inside or Livid, and almost at 80%, and even in Bulgaria, all the technical crew, they are really good, and they saw that we were so involved that they followed us. Really, they are used to do a lot of movies there, and all of the Expendables movie, even for the television, the sci-fi movies, the Hercules, and but each time either it's a very very low budget, so the directors are coming just directing and getting back to their home, or it's big budget and they are totally anonymous. And here it was the first time they saw directors in prep. 2 months before the shooting, we were there preparing the movie. And they say, "What are you doing here?" We say, "Preparing the movie." They are not used to see the directors, at that point. And so, yeah, we explain. That's our baby. It's been 2 years now since we are working on it. So they were totally committed to the project, and that makes the difference, I think.
Okay, we have to end.
Okay.
Great movie.
Thank you so much.
I think
Thank you.
The audience was very pleased with the movie.